Good morning. On the third day of the snow, I was up at 7 o'clock. I actually woke up at 4 because the guy originally said he was going to come by at 6 and I wanted to be fresh and awake. And then they changed it, probably because he was out there so late last night shoveling. So he's coming at 9 o'clock, and I'll show you what he's going to do. See that lump of snow down there? Where the driveway meets the street? That is difficult to get over in your car. And he's going to do ours, and he's going to do our neighbors. Not this person right here, but the one down the way. You can barely see that we've taken care of them. The little old lady. She's sweet. We actually never talked to her while her husband was alive. He was a little old man who was not very sweet. But it's not windy or anything. It's freaking cold. But it would be colder if it was windy. I really am not planning on going anywhere today, except I'm gonna go to the gas station. I need to get out. I haven't been out. I feel trapped. But it's gonna cost us like $50 for her and $50 for us. Or really 60 for us and 50 or 40 for her. And hot chocolate. I said I'd make them hot chocolate if they came. And his wife, who's taking all the bookings, is like, he loves hot chocolate. So, he'll be happy with our hot chocolate. Hold on. There are birds across the way at the neighbor's house flying seed every day, which is wonderful. I'm going to show you. Hold on. That tarp I put down. Look how deep the snow is. We put the tarp down, and there is fresh grass for the girls to take care of business. Sassy did everything she was supposed to. Sweetie, who by the way is still asleep on my sister's bed, is she only tinkled, and then she actually, hold on, those prints way out there, yeah, those are her. She decided in the snow. I love her. Alright, I don't know what's going on today. I don't know if I'm gonna make, maybe I'll make something weird. There's this recipe that I'm thinking about trying. I'm not hungry though. I tell you though, my feet were totally numb last night. I wear steel-toed shoes. I'm wearing them now. And I was out there, and my toes started hurting like crazy. So I came in and I did a foot massager with heat. Ah, so much better. But they're still hurting today. So, I'll be doing that again. I've done it already once. But I'm going to have to do it again. Okay. I'll be back because I'm cold. I'm going to go inside. Hey, how are you? I'm on the treadmill. Here we go. So I didn't walk, or I didn't video at all today, except for the initial video I did. Having coffee outside, waiting for the guy who's going to, who ended up getting all the snow out of the street for us. We paid for ours and the little old lady down the street. It cost me, he did hers and ours. You know that snow at the end of your driveway that meets the street? How it builds up and gets really um, slushy and heavy? Yeah, we had that and we couldn't get out. And we were too tired to do it. uh, he came and got that out for us and for our neighbor. He charged 50 for each driveway. And I didn't realize that I should have wore glasses. But the stinker pot only did partial. I thought he'd done it all. So my nephew went out and got some more of it after he had left. But I was like, it's okay because, all we have to do is just turn sharp and we can go down the driveway. So that happened. What else? I forget. I didn't do a whole lot today. I went on the internet and I applied for jobs. I applied for one that was a customer service person at a retirement home. I can do that. And I applied at get this, the Missouri Licensing Bureau, where you go to get your cars licensed. Yeah, that's me. At least I would have a good attitude. So I did that. And I refilled out the forms for Amtrak. But getting back to yesterday, I have steel-toed shoes. All of them are steel-toed because for work, that's what they gave us. They're like $200 pairs of shoes. I'm still wearing the pair that I first got 4 years ago. I sold one pair to my brother, and I have a pair left. Well, I actually am wearing, I have the good pair from 2 years ago. Mark got the one 3 years ago. I still have a pair in a box, and I'm wearing the ones that I started wearing this year. I only wore them for like 6 months. But during this weather, I've been wearing the pair that I originally wore. They look a little more worn torn. That's why I started putting on the newer pair. I was wearing them outside shoveling snow, and my big toe on my right foot suddenly started getting really in pain. Actually, both toes. But, I took a shower last night. I was like, I don't understand what's going on with this toe. Took a shower, and I looked at it, and it was red and white. So I have a very intense foot massager that heats up and causes pain. When I first put it on, it hurt a little bit, not much. And I was like, this is weird. On my right foot, it didn't hurt much. On my left foot, I was like, oh my God, this hurts. And then I did it again like I think it was 4 hours later. I did it at like 9 o'clock and at 12. And then I did it at 6. And each time I did it, it hurt more and more. So the toe is feeling a lot better. It's no longer numb. It's no longer hurting. So I'm just trying to do walking. Yesterday I walked about 1,000 steps more than I had been. And today it's like 1,000 less. I was pretty inactive. I was mainly just on the computer today. I really wanted to get out. I haven't been stuck in the house this long since I had had my stroke, and I came here to live with my sister. And she would get up. The first week I was here, my sister stayed home and worked. She has an office here. Um, and then she went to work. After she was like, okay, you're all right. Um, but I was alone here. And I didn't leave for like 4 weeks. And when she woke up, I got up, and I wouldn't talk to her because she needed her coffee. And I would go into the kitchen and just sit down and drink water. And I don't know if I even ate. Back then, I didn't have an appetite. Things have changed. And then she would go to work. And I would be like, girls, you want to go outside? And we would go outside and they would jump around. This is like 10 years ago. They were only 6. And they would play. And then they would lay in the grass and I would just sit there. And I would get tired. So I'm like, oh, girls, want to go inside and take a nap? And they would come with me. I would take a nap and they would sleep with me. And I would wake up and I'd be like, okay, you guys want to get something to eat? And so we'd have something for like lunch. It was a late lunch. And then my sister would come home and she's like, what did you do today? And I told her the same thing every day. My head was not the same back then. But lately I'm remember. I think I forget things now. And it's a little crazy. I was just upstairs talking to my sister, and we were talking about what time we were all getting up in the morning. Barb has to go to work. She has to leave at like 5:15 in the morning. Christian's like, I want to get up, but not at 5:15. So I said, okay, I'll get you up at 6:15. And he's like looking at me, and I'm like, oh, by the way, thank you for waking me up. And he goes, did I? And I go, was that today? And it turns out it was. I was right. But I'd forgotten about the guy coming here and shoveling the snow and stuff. But, yeah, life has changed. I was going to go to a food pantry tomorrow. It's going to be 3 below. I'm not going there. I was also going to go to the post office. They're having a work fair. A job fair? Job fair. And it's not far from where the pantry was. And I was like, I'm not going there either. It's too cold. So, I guess I'm going to stay home and, look for a job. Alright. I'm sorry I was a lousy vlogger today. I apologize. Oh, I've been walking for 10 minutes. And I haven't even done 1/10 of a mile. That's pretty bad. I wonder how many steps. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Take care.